What's up everyone, it's Kenneth Bolito, also known as the Techite, and this is my review on the Hauppauge HD PVR. In the box we have the Hauppauge HD PVR itself, a 2-year limited warranty, a remote control including batteries, an IR blaster transmitter cable to control external devices, component cables, as well as the audio cables, a USB cable, and a 5-volt power supply. So what is the HD PVR? Well, originally it was an HD tuner meant for the aiding of recording shows on your computer, which of course essentially made your computer a DVR. But as of lately it is used as a major recording accessory for YouTube console gamers. It's a very common misconception that the HD PVR records. The device itself doesn't record. What it actually does is it compresses and streams the live video onto your computer, and the software that you have on the computer is the one that actually records. In other words, it's an HD TV tuner for your computer. There are numerous types of ports that you can use to record on the Hauppauge HD PVR. On the front, we have an S-video port as well as one set of RCA ports. And of course with that, you'll be recording in SD resolutions at up to 60 frames per second. On the back, you could hook up your HD source to the Hauppauge HD PVR via component. And with that, you could record at up to 1080i. And of course that includes 720p, 480p, 480i, etc. Of course all of those are recorded at up to 60 frames per second. As for the bitrate, you can record at 1 to 13.5 megabits per second. In addition to the component input ports, we also have one set of component output ports. And that is what you hook up your TV to, so the signal coming into the PVR also comes out to your TV in addition to your computer. Now this device comes with some software. It comes with a software that allows it to schedule recordings, and that is called Hauppauge TV Scheduler. And it also comes with another piece of software called ArcSoft Total Media Extreme, and also ArcSoft Media Converter, which respectively records as well as converts video into multiple types of formats. And with Media Extreme, you can burn HD videos onto DVDs and play them back on, let's say, a Blu-ray player in HD. And finally, you can use the HD PVR as an official TV tuner for Windows 7 Media Center. And that is really good because you could finally use your computer as a more advanced DVR. And while there are options out there like cable card, this provides almost the same experience but without some of the restrictions, which in turn could mean you get a lot more. So the PVR has quite a number of pros here. First of all, the setup is pretty simple to do. It really just involves common sense. Just know your ins and outs. You know, obviously what is the power, where to plug your USB, you know, things like that. If you know how to do that, you should be good to go. And as for installing it onto your computer, it's really easy to do. Just put in the CD onto your computer and then just install the software and drivers and whatever, and it's all in one shot, so you don't have to worry about configuring or anything like that. Recording on ArcSoft software is really easy to do. Burning discs is somewhat fun, and by the way, that is an extra on the actual software. And it's somewhat fun to do because you can add menus and stuff like that. You know, more advanced stuff than actually just burning the video onto the disc itself. And as for converting the video that you have just recorded, the speed will depend on how fast your computer is. And there are a lot of faster converters out there, but it really isn't that much of a problem nor a hassle. The Hauppauge TV Scheduler works fine, but for it to change the channel for you, if you're going to use this with a set-top box, which means, your cable box or satellite box, you will need to do the blaster configuration, which obviously involves the IR blaster. And while this may look intimidating to you, all you really have to do is follow the instructions, and it'll work out just fine. And that is how you'll change the channels on the Hauppauge TV scheduler. Now, as for the video quality, I could say that it's really outstanding. It's very sharp, clear, crisp. It's not choppy nor grainy. And what I really like is that it puts almost no stress on the computer, and that is because all the formatting and compression is done on the device itself. And the last pro is that it is incredibly easy to use throughout, from the installation to the actual use. I mean, it's just really easy to use. Really easy. So let's go over the cons of this product now. Unfortunately for Mac users, you will not have the software or drivers for it out of the box, and you will have to shell out $30 to $80 to get third-party software for this to work on your Mac. And the $30 option is called HD PVR Capture, which I'll have a link for in the description. And there's also the $80 option, which I'll also have a link for, and that is called Elgato iTV, and that's really the premium software for that. Now, the second con that I have is that the USB cable, and this may be for some people, not all people, but I found that the cable was a little bit too short. I believe that the cable that they give you is about 6 to 10 feet long, but I needed like 15 to 20 because my cable had to go around a corner to another wall, and yeah, it was not long enough. So keep that in mind, some of you, if you have a setup like mine. If you want to see my room, go right ahead. I'll put a video in the annotation on your screen right now. And also, last but not least, the TV screen kind of spazzes out sometimes when you're doing like the pass-through thing. You'll see on the screen right now that it kind of spazzes out, and that's really no problem. Just turn the PVR off. It doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, that's really it. Now, overall, because of its ease of use, the different possibilities of its use, and because of its video quality, I think that this product is really great. The value of it is pretty high, especially to those that want to use this as an HD DVR, because this is really one of the best ways to actually get into doing that. Now, if you're a gamer and you want to get started on YouTube by making gaming videos, I wouldn't exactly suggest getting the PVR as a first choice. I would suggest getting something like a Dazzle or an Easy Cap as a first choice, especially because it would be wise to spend maybe the $6 to, let's just say, $50 on a cheap recorder to build up your fan base, and then maybe people actually like your videos. You start to build up a fan base, you get a lot of subs and all that, and they want to see more. Then the PVR, I guess, would be a great investment at that point. But just beginning, you're not making any money off of your YouTube videos. You're just getting started. It's not really wise getting an HD PVR. So definitely don't get this as a first choice. And that, my friends, is the Hauppauge HD PVR. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. I am currently on vacation, and I had somebody upload this video for me. I will be back on the 28th. So by then, I should be in the full swing of things. So please look out for new videos after that. And yeah, my Sony Vegas tutorial series episode 3 should be the next vid up. So look out for that. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.